All new at 6 tonight, recent hurricanes have depleted the nation's supply of life-saving medical fluids. Hello, I'm John White.
And I'm Karen Devine. A nationwide IV shortage is forcing some local hospitals to postpone elective surgeries.
And that could impact your family's medical care plans. News Channel 3 Story King live in studio with what you need to know about this shortage, which is troubling to say the least. Tori.
It absolutely is, and hospitals in the Coachella Valley and in the high desert now have to carefully preserve their supplies of IV fluid, all because the nation's top manufacturing plant was damaged by Hurricane Helene. I spoke with a medical expert at Eisenhower Health who says this shortage will affect patients here at home.
We have things as low as maybe only a week's reserve, and others that we have 2 to 3 weeks.
A nationwide IV shortage is affecting hospitals all around the country. Federal officials say the top manufacturing plant in North Carolina was damaged by Hurricane Helene, causing several batches of fluid to be contaminated. Baxter Healthcare is a major provider for IV fluids for the entire country. They provide between 60 and 70% of all of the IV fluids that are used in hospitals in the United States. That plant has been temporarily shut down, limiting hospitals' inventory to only about 40 to 60% of their original shipments. A good deal of inventory was not damaged, but because there's zero production at this point, they're being careful in allocating the amount of fluids that they're shipping out. Every day, U.S. hospitals use more than 2 million IV bags daily. Several medical centers around the Coachella Valley and the high desert, including Eisenhower Health, are now being forced to limit IV usage to conserve their supply. There were about 145 different products that were impacted by this, of which Eisenhower uses roughly 40 to 45 on a regular basis. Now Eisenhower Health is taking steps to ensure they have enough IV fluids for emergency situations. We will need to be postponing some particular types of procedures that use large amounts of irrigation fluid to conserve that resource, to be sure that if there's an emergency case, we want to be sure we have that here so that we can take care of the patients adequately. Although these measures are temporary, experts have no definitive timeline for when the supply will return to normal. Factories outside of the United States, one in Mexico, a couple in Europe, they are trying to increase capacity in those factories as quickly as possible. Eisenhower Health is asking local patients for flexibility during the coming months. I know how disruptive it is to postpone surgery that's being planned often well in advance, but we do have to be sure that we are able to maintain the necessary fluids to take care of emergency cases. So federal officials say that the Baxter International plant should be up and running again by the end of the year. I did also reach out to Desert Regional to see if they were affected as well, but we have not heard back. For more information on this shortage or to see what types of elective surgeries could be affected, head to our website, kesq.com. Live in studio, Tori King, News Channel 3.